Good food is not everything when it comes to health, but without it, everything is nothing. Welcome to our show, Kitchen Treasures. In our kitchen, you will discover lots of treasures. Treasures that can actually prevent you from diseases and even reverse diseases. And these treasures are so simple, they can be taken from your fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains, and they can actually prevent many problems, many sickness, and actually, they're so simple. They can protect you from disease. The vitamins and minerals and fibers and phytochemicals, and of course, all these antioxidants. So, keeping in our kitchen here are treasures. And today, we have another special episode, and this is actually about indigenous vegetable. Last time, we had already the lagikway, and this time let's try to see some of the indigenous vegetables. Now I am so happy because I am with somebody right now, and I'll be inviting him to join me here in my kitchen, one of the crew members of the Hcbn, the His Coming Broadcasting Network. Actually, Kirby, come here, and Kirby has lots and lots of secrets and, recipes and so unique recipes. And whenever he cooks food for us here, everybody's so amazed. Kirby, what's that? Your new invention.
Yes, they were just shocked for whatever the food is there. Anyway, what we're going to do today is
Talinum.
Talinum.
Okay, those of you who are watching us, this is, can you focus the camera to the flower and to the leaves of Talinum?
This was freshly picked from the backyard, and this is a, just can grow anywhere.
A wild plant.
Yeah,
you don't need to water it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It just grow.
This is actually, we call it the Philippine spinach in English, and the scientific name is Talinum Triangulare.
Yeah.
So,
as you can see in the screen.
It's not triangle.
Yeah.
I don't know if why they name it Triangulare.
And it has actually a very cute pink flower, and this cute little pink flower.
And as you can see in the slide, look at the slide.
Yeah,
when you focus really the flower, it's as beautiful as the orchid.
Yeah, it is. But it's quite a bit so small and tiny kind of flower.
Now, the Talinum is actually high in beta-carotene. And for the past episodes, we were comparing the nutritional value, like the beta-carotene and calcium, of all these indigenous vegetables, compare it to the food that our viewers would sometimes love to eat.
Yes.
Like, they keep on eating shrimp and pork.
Yes,
We don't advise you to really store this kind of food in your kitchen, because this is really loaded with excessive amount of fat, and the amount of fat is the undesirable, which is we call it the saturated, and it really carries cholesterol.
Yeah, not only that, it has also low in nutritional value.
Yeah, like the beta-carotene is so low, like 10 microgram only per 100% edible portion, and if it is calcium, it's only 9 to 6 for the shrimp. Okay, and for the pork, it's only 30 and calcium is 14. So it's 30 and 14, and shrimp is 10 and 76. So low, it never even reach 100.
Yes.
But when you have this Talinum, look,
see
the amazing nutritional content of beta-carotene.
2,450. It's amazing.
Amazing, that's right.
Yeah.
That's so high. Yes. Okay, so that is 1,000 times when you compare it to the other one, huh?
Yeah, you need to take more slices of those food others love to eat.
And the bad thing is it has cholesterol and saturated fat. And not only that, it has waste products.
Yes.
And the industry right now keeps on injecting hormone and all these preservatives.
In order for it to grow faster and it reproduce fast.
Yeah, you got it right. So we better shift to this kind of vegetable.
Yes,
Okay.
this is one of the indigenous. Actually, not indigenous. You can really see it. One time,
But people don't mind.
know it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they don't, they're not interested. So we want to create some awareness here.
yes, just before I came here in Iloilo, I have found that this one is really edible food. So when I came here, I was one day jogged in the morning, and I was like, I saw a ground which is a dry ground, and then in the other side, I saw abundant plant. This lagikwa is growing in that place. I was like,
Both the lagikway and the
Yes.
talinum.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Talinum, I mean, I was so.
You're so
fascinated
excited with
Talinum,
lagikway, huh?
lagikway. Oh no! So the Talinum, I saw the Talinum, and I was like, I would like to pick some of this, and so I asked the person who is attending the house, and she said, you can get as much as you can. So they don't know about this, that this kind of plant is rich in beta-carotene.
And calcium.
Yeah, beta-carotene and calcium.
And fiber.
Yeah,
And even
fiber.
iron and all these
Yes,
nutrients.
that's it.
Yeah. So what shall we do with this talinum? Okay, watch. Guys, watching there, it's so simple to prepare.
Yeah.
And I'm sure many of you here who are familiar with this vegetable,
Yes.
the usual actually is boil it or sometimes put this in
Yes.
sinigang.
Yes, we
Or
put in sinigang.
put it in your, any of your blanch salad vegetable. But this time we will be preparing it raw, right?
Yes, we will
Uh-huh.
prepare it raw. But before that, we would like also to introduce one kind of
Root crop.
root crop.
This is actually tuber.
Yeah, tuber.
We call it
Yakun.
Yakon. Y-A-C-O-N.
Yes.
Yakon. This is actually a familiar plant originated in Peru.
Yes.
And sometimes they call it Peruvian ground apple.
That's it. So in Mindanao, they call it apple in the earth.
Yeah.
So
And this one actually is available right now here in the Philippines.
Philippines.
It's available in Mindanao.
Yes.
It's also available in the north.
yeah, it's also reproduce much and much more because they found out that it helps a lot of diseases. It helps the body, the system to recover fast than any other kind of root crop. Now, I would like to compare the root crop.
They might get the wrong one.
Yeah. This is kamote.
Yeah.
This is kamote. And this one is the yakun. As you notice, both are almost similar. But what you can see, kamote has a different, texture than this.
This one is really watery. Look.
Yeah, watery. It looks watery, and it's so easy to differentiate because it has a different texture. As you can just even, I wish you could touch it. It has different texture than kamote.
This one is cold because
Yeah.
of the water.
Yes,
This one
watery
is not
portion.
really that cold.
Yeah, and then the smell is different. The smell of kamote and this one. So you cannot sometimes find it in the market. You can some find in the mall, but some others are really confused of what is kamote and what is yakun. But
But the good news right now, I can see this so often in the mall.
yes,
Yeah.
you can see in the mall.
But if
And
it is season, they just sell it 40 pesos per kilo.
Yes,
But if it is off season,
Yeah.
Sometimes 80 or even 100 pesos.
But
you know what? The first time I bought this one was in Glorieta, yeah?
Wow.
In Glorieta, and it was 300 pesos. That
So
was
expensive.
several years ago.
oh no, yeah,
But now it's
getting cheaper.
this one. I bought this from Baguio last week, and I got this only for 25 pesos per kilo.
Wow.
Ah.
So
And it's nice because it can stay long, huh?
yes, those of you who are curious of what is yakun, you can research it to the internet, type yakun in Google. You know, you can. It helps a lot. Google's helps a lot.
You'll get good information about the yakun. Now, this one, the secret is this: when you keep this in your kitchen, now, to keep it sweet really, and later on it really becomes sweeter than the first time you bought it.
Yes.
You know what the secret is? This: don't wash it. Okay. So when you keep this one in your ref, all you have to do is just keep the soil, you know, the dirt, the mud. Don't worry. Later on, when you prepare, you will wash it later.
Yeah.
So keep it with the mud, and that can actually preserve it. Actually, I've tried this one, keeping in my ref for 3 months with the mud, and still the same. The same quality, the same texture.
Wow.
Yung crisp is the same.
Yes. Okay.
And it's actually
nice.
the mud can preserve it.
Yeah.
It's same like putting it on the ground. Like, you know, it's covered with mud. And so when you keep this for future use, be sure that it has mud.
So our recipe is actually spinach, Philippine spinach, and yakun
salad. Wow. So, watch our new recipe, yakun and talinum salad.
Yes, so that's it. So while Doc Blessy can talk about yakun, we can also wash this and a little while.
Because we will not cook that one.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is just wash. This one, we have already washed this before the start of the show. So it's already, you know, free from the mud. So, by the way, if you will be turning this as salad, you can also use the Scotch Brite,
the brush.
The brush, maybe. And so that you can remove all the dirt from the yakun.
Those of you who are not really, don't like to eat this, and it's also sometimes visible for the kids, you can actually cut it into small pieces.
Yeah, for the purposes of not really showing the real leaves.
Yeah, the real leaves.
That's for the kids.
Yeah.
But for us, we can eat as is, huh?
Yes.
No need to cut.
Yeah. Sometimes if we eat it as this one, we can immediately eat. But for the kids,
no, we have to cut it into small pieces.
Into small, very tiny small pieces, kind of.
Yeah. No. By the way, this one is very good when it comes to putting to your, you know, to your lauoy.
Yes.
Yeah. Lauoy can be with this talinum.
Yeah, talinum.
So while you're cutting that one, this yakun actually can help a lot when it comes to controlling the blood sugar because it has good amount of fiber. Okay, if you look really at this kind of root crop or tuber, this is actually big portion is water and fructooligosaccharides. That is actually a carbohydrate thing. And if you want really to maximize this, know the nutritional value, yeah, you can search in the inulin content of this one because the inulin can actually make good control of your blood sugar. Diabetic, the inulin can actually help you a lot when it comes to eating your... Actually, you don't need to cook or you to prepare it. So what I do here is just I peel and then eat like singkamas, eat like turnips, or eat like apple.
Yeah.
But if you will be serving this to a party, you should remember that it can actually... it has actually a fast enzymatic browning effect. So when it is exposed to air, it becomes brown.
Immediately.
So my advice is if it is in the party, you have to soak it in a pineapple juice so that it prevents the enzymatic browning.
Yes. So that is the advantages of the root crop because they have enzymes. So when you eat it raw, you eat the enzymes with it. That's it.
Yeah.
So let's cut some portion of this yakun and we will also peel this one. You see the structure, if you can see it closer.
It's really crunchy, huh?
and then you can see the juicy portion of the yakun, and this is the one of the most unique you know, characteristics of this kind of fruit.
Now this yakun also, it has a unique prebiotic. When we say prebiotic, later on, when you eat this one, it can create, or it can actually stimulate or feed the friendly bacteria in your colon.
Good.
That's the reason why this is really healthy to your colon. Some people are using this for detox. I use this for detox. Now, if I don't want to eat like dinner, I want to miss my dinner, I'll just eat one yakun, and that can be part of your simple detox.
Wow.
Or if you can try this one, those of you who can try it, eating this for 2 days or just 1 day, now you'll experience that you can have really good colon. Those of you who are constipated, for sure, you will go to the bathroom several days if you eat this kind of thing because of the prebiotic effect.
Wow.
And it's really very good when it comes to feeding the bacteria in your colon. I have tried it, like, I used to do this. I used to do this every season of yakon. Like, I put 1 day or maybe 2 meals on that a week. 2 meals on that week, straight 2 weeks, and then I'll try to observe what happens. But don't try this one if you have appointments, or if you are in a travel. Be sure to stay at home, because for sure you'll go to the toilet several times. Especially those of you who have, you know, not so clean colon.
Yeah.
So here comes the yakun.
Wait, we'll wash it and then.
And it's really nice. Now, if you will be doing this as salad or as side dish in a party, all you have to do is soak this in the juice, in pineapple juice maybe. Okay. By the way, yakun can be a dessert also. When you put mango, yeah, that can also be dessert. Or you can put some of your sweet fruits. Now, I used to put marang here, and this can actually be the best dessert with the yakun and then with the flavoring of marang. Wow, that's perfect.
Yes, so that's it.
So we will be cutting this into small pieces. Now, those of you who are bringing this in the office, all you need is just bring this and then bring some peeler or knife with you, so that when you're ready to eat, that's the time you have to peel it. Okay. So can you now see the quick enzymatic browning?
Yeah.
It becomes brown so fast. But don't worry. If you know what's happening behind, you're not to worry, no? It's just the enzymatic browning. But if, again, people in a party, they want beauty.
Yes.
So you have to soak it in your juice. Okay?
Yeah.
So friends, again, the yakun is so helpful when it comes to diabetic. Those of you who have relatives or friends, people who are watching right now, diabetic, can benefit a lot from the yakun. Not only the diabetic, the hypertensive people can also benefit a lot from this dish.
Yes.
Okay, so Curb now is cutting this into small pieces, cubes, or dice. So Curb, what can we add to season this one?
Yeah, we can add brag.
Yeah, so this is brag.
This is liquid amino for those who are who have just watched us today.
So can I add little?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's try to add just a few. And then we can add little olive oil or coconut oil. Now, if you like some virgin coconut oil,
You can use it. Yes.
or virgin olive oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can also add onions with it.
So I will now mix.
Some onions and tomatoes. Some garlic, probably, if you like some taste of a garlic, you know.
Just small cuts. If you will be using the purple onions, be sure to just put
Small
a little
amount.
because it's too strong.
It's strong. The flavor is so strong.
The white one is still okay.
Yeah.
Right?
So I would advise you to use a white
The sweet onions.
onion.
But the sweet onions is not available this time,
Yeah.
so we are substituting it with purple onions.
Yeah.
So I
just to
think
add
just
some
the
flavor.
little.
Yeah. And then our tomato. Wait, we'll wash the tomato.
So I need to put more of this. By the way, if you will be preparing this, don't prepare ahead of time.
Yes.
Okay, if the family is ready for dining, that's the time you have to cut your vegetables and your fruits,
Yeah.
so that you will preserve the nutritional value. You know, it's not exposed too much on the lights and in the air, because
Yeah.
when you expose too much, it will lessen the nutritional
Yes,
content
yes.
of the food.
Some of them evaporate so fast. Especially some enzymes are really sensitive to heat. So when you sometimes eat this raw, you can eat also with the enzymes.
Now, if you will be modifying this, I would suggest that you put little of the herbs, like putting just small amount of chopped basil, maybe can add in a flavor, or a little of the oregano. If you
Yes.
placed basil, next time you put oregano, or you can put some of the herbs like dill. I love dill.
Yes.
So
nice.
that can just a little to have a unique taste.
Yeah. So this one right now is just one of the most simple
Recipes.
recipe. But you can actually, why some others may question, we have here sinkamas.
Cucumber
and
also.
Cucumber.
So you can put
You
cucumber.
can put cucumber here, and the same as also with this
Sinkamas.
And if those who have actually very strong, digestive system, can actually
Yeah, I can eat this one raw.
eat this raw.
Can you eat this raw, Curb?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course I ate this raw. And then you can also add,
But those of you who are sensitive, don't do this, okay?
yes.
Warning.
yeah. You can also add carrots with this. And you have different variety of yakun and some Philippine spinach.
Talinum.
Talinum.
Now, in case talinum is not available, you can substitute it with pechay or sweet potato leaves, or you can even put the onion licks or the young onion leaves, just to enhance the flavor.
Yes.
So this time, I'm sure some of you are listing the ingredients, and you can now see that you have more than 20 recipes of
Yes.
this kind of salad.
So, I would like to review the recipe. You put some talinum and the yakun, and those are main ingredients, And then for some flavor, you can add onion, sweet onion, preferably for that, and then tomatoes and some garlic, probably for those who wants a stronger flavor.
Now, if you want some cheesy flavor, all you have to do is just spread little of nutritional yeast.
Wow.
That can becomes a little bit cheesy in taste. Those of you who would like a little bit of the Italian thing, you can put your basil.
It's great.
So, by the way, celery can also be added here. Perfect is when you add the stalk of the celery.
That's it. It adds a new scent and flavor of the salad.
And at the same time, it looks different. Now you have a
Yes,
wide
yes.
variety of, when it comes to the looks.
Yeah. Let us also always remember to put some little oil, the saturated oil.
Yeah, and it's not heated oil,
Yeah,
so
heated
that
oil.
you can actually utilize the added vitamins, the fat-soluble vitamins, vitamin A, D, E, and K.
Yes.
Guys, I'm sure many of you are becoming excited, and you can see Curb here. I'm challenging you, gentlemen watching. Do you know that real men helps in the kitchen? Real man helps in the kitchen.
Yes.
Real men can wash dishes, right?
Yes, can wash dishes.
And then can cook and can prepare salad. So it's really a challenge to all our viewers right now. Young people like Herb here, you can also create your own dish. It's nice because there are lots of celebrities right now who are doing the same thing.
Great.
We have lots and lots of popular, they are professional and they are really helping in the kitchen. In fact, to tell you honestly, sometimes men have more accurate taste compared to ladies. I'm sure you will agree with me, huh? When it comes to taste, they are so sensitive when it comes to combination. And they can be the best chef. You look around and in the five-star hotel, good chefs are all men.
so that's it.
It's nice. So it's a challenge to all of us. But hey, we can be the best chef, but we want it indigenous.
Yes, indigenous. For Philippines.
When we say indigenous, these are locally grown fruits and vegetables. Go in the backyard, look for the native vegetables and fruits, and that is already indigenous.
And I would like to encourage you to find this kind of vegetables, so amazing vegetables. It has a lot of nutritional value. It helps a lot, especially the calcium for those athletes like me. I love running. So you can actually get a lot of calcium from this kind of vegetables without drinking, those
Capsulated.
Sorry.
Okay, and then here, we don't just ask you to cook, but we're asking you, please plant your indigenous vegetable. It's so easy to plant, okay? Try planting, and I'm sure you will not be frustrated because it will just grow so wild. And then later on, you'll see you have a huge plantation of this vegetable. So friends, I'm sure you have enjoyed a lot. And I'm sure you have learned a lot today.
I enjoyed it.
I keep on saying that good food is not everything, but without it, everything is nothing. Thank you for watching our show, Kitchen Treasures, and I hope that you will experiment starting today. Thank you very much, Gerb.
Thank you.